Howdy, hey. Welcome back to Pacific Northwest Gold Rushers. I'm Jeff, amateur prospector. This is Gold Rush 21. Ended up getting a couple days off this Memorial Day weekend, so I'm not going to do any heavy digging or anything. I kind of tweaked my rotor cuff a little bit. So I just grabbed my prospector pack, and I do have the Keen back there in case I do find some awesome pay dirt. I can at least run a bucket or two, but mostly I'm just prospecting a creek I've been back to before. I kind of had a hunch about something up there, and I even Google mapped it to kind of see what's happening, and yeah, I'm hoping it's low enough I can get up there and see what's there. But as I was drinking my pot of coffee this morning, I saw the warning label on my pack of cigarettes, I think for the first time in my life. Yes, I smoke, and I know I shouldn't smoke. But it got me thinking, and heck, I've even seen a warning label on a 5-gallon bucket not to let your toddler use it as a swimming pool. What the heck? Come on. It reminds me even of the McDonald's incident many years back where a lady sued them because her coffee was hot. My God, what's the world coming to you? A bunch of snowflakes. But it did get me thinking, because I was watching a YouTube video about prospecting. I enjoy them. But there should be a warning label or a disclaimer on those. Something like, if you're married, prospecting could be hazardous to your marriage. They do not have gold fever and don't share in the passion, enthusiasm, or excitement that you do for prospecting. And they definitely won't like you spending money on bigger and better gear to do so. Or if you're single, it should say something like, prospectors dig it, chicks don't. Bottom line is, we do it because we love it. Learning is the excitement of it. And being a noob, as myself, the more I learn, and when I finally do find those nugs, it's exciting. It's like the reward of not just the gold, but the challenge of getting it. So we're going to go up. We're going to prospect a creek, hopefully, and see if I can't find me a nug. Gold Rush 21. Well, howdy, hey. Welcome back to Gold Rush 21. Made it to the creek. The water's definitely still up. But I've been to this spot right where I'm standing before, and been eyeballing this huge boulder. And it's got quartz in it and such. When the water was lower, I ran a little bit down here and down there, and I found some gold. But I call this my boulder site because someday this summer, I'm hoping when this water isn't coming in here and it's down low, I want to get to the bottom of that boulder. But for today, we're prospecting. You can see it's just an amazing day. But we got this log jam. Probably originated from this boulder, and it just kept stacking up. The water is eroding the side. You can see on the high-speed side over there. I want to get to that bar. I want to get to that inside bend on that bar, because in my mind, the river, the creek or river, whatever, it has been working its way this way. So
theoretically, I guess, there should be, if there is gold here, you know, gold deposited as it worked its way out. Now it's just eroding in there. So during the high flood, all this is underwater when it's really moving. But all these logs have created a break. So I'm going to work my way over to there and see if we get any flood gold there. Maybe there's a shallow enough spot where I can cross and get over there. I'm hoping, because I see underneath those two logs, I see a couple, well, they look like boulders. I don't know what they are, but they're definitely rock. I don't know, it might be bedrock, who knows. But it's a beautiful day. The water's ripping a little bit, but we'll get something done today and we'll gain some information. So for now, Gold Rush 21. Let's get some panning done. Howdy, hey, welcome back. Well, I made it over that log jam, and you can definitely see everything just hits the brakes here. Lots of cool rocks, of course, mixed with sand, but yeah, I've been wanting to come over here and take a closer look anyway, and just see what's actually building up here. I'll show you here in this. It's definitely eroding the wall. This whole wall, obviously the water, you can see where it rips right along there, all the way down. But what I'm looking for is even stuff like this. There's some pretty big tracks. Is, you know, there's a natural riffle there for flood gold. Obviously things are sucking there. Right now I'm just kind of looking around, trying to see. This doesn't look as good as it did on Google Maps. Kind of expected this to be a little lower. Almost wondering if this is man-made, but some of these rocks, they're damn old. But you know, when the water's up that high, it's moving. And my idea of trying to walk across over to there ain't happening today. I was really hoping this would be a little lower. That's one thing Google Maps doesn't really show you is how high it is. But see, you can see this has just been ripping. But on the other hand, you know, I look at these. These are old river rocks too. I might even do a pan of something like that, because that could be the old riverbed. Who knows? That could be maybe there could be a nug. Ooh. But yeah, you can even see by the old boulder there, it's water worn. That one too. So this whole area, that's actually, you know what? I think I'm probably going to do a test pan here first. What do we got here? This is that's like a real clay kind of sand. I don't know. We'll see. You don't know until you pan it. So it's an awesome day for it. Definitely going to get warm. I don't want to spend a lot of time up here today. Well, I do, but I got a lot of stuff I still need to get done. And I still got to get ready for some barbecue tomorrow. I already got my ribs sitting out, and I might as well mention that, you know, not just because I'm a veteran and a lot of my family is veterans, my sons are veterans, my wife, well, my sexy ex is a veteran, and my father-in-law, my brother-in-law, lots of veterans out there that may or may not have lost somebody close in the times that happened, but I, for one, and I hope everybody else, am grateful for the veterans that gave the ultimate sacrifice, and even the ones that had wounds after the battle that nobody could see, and we lost them as well. So please remember them as you're enjoying your day. And I, for one, am grateful for my freedom to find me nugs. Gold Rush 21. Enjoy, everybody. It's a good day for it. Okay, welcome back to Gold Rush 21. We're on the creek. And like I said, I just did my first test pan here. It's kind of definitely river gravel. I was prying this stuff out. A lot of clay. And it wasn't an absolute full classified pan, but I did get microflakes. There's hard to see, but there's actually 3 micro dots in there, which everybody knows that at least means there's gold. It doesn't mean that I hit the mother lode, but this is pretty interesting stuff. Okay, well, welcome back. Just kind of show you what I'm doing here, but again, I'm just exploring. But you can definitely tell these are river gravel. So what I'm doing is, I mean, of course, all this is workable material, but is it worth it? So my first test was up in this kind of material here. So I just, you know, it's not easy digging. Let me see if I can't. So what my goal is you gotta just pry this stuff out, because it's been packed in there so tight. And literally just getting a pan full is tough. And literally pulling out scoops like that at a time. So what my goal is I'm going to actually try to get this boulder out. Not boulder, well, it is a boulder, a big rock, out and see what's underneath it and see if the gold's getting a little bigger or more of it. Definitely looks like good material. But right now I'm going to clean up what I just scraped there, put it in the classifier, see what we got, and hopefully get that boulder out next without collapsing this. That would suck. So, it's warming up. Might be one of those days to make sure and dump a pan on my head or two. Gold Rush 21. Let's find that nug. Okay, welcome back. And I did a second pan that I showed you. There was literally one micro dot in there. So as I said, I was trying to pull that boulder, and it ain't coming out because it's a lot bigger than I thought. But I did unwedge these rocks from underneath there, and there's still another one. So I kind of cleaned this area up here, all in here. So we'll see if there's anything underneath it. If it turns out a dead end, I think I'll just kind of clean things up a little bit, pan that out quick, and then move on. But let's see if there's a nug. Gold Rush 21. Woo. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Finished my third pan and dug out under there. Ended up with doo-doo, nothing. Not even a micro dot. So it seems like the gold was actually better up top, but you know, you don't know. I mean, if I could high bank this and pick it down and just run it, but there's so much clay in it. So maybe the clay is not letting it get any lower than that. So for right now, I don't know. Gosh, it looks so good though. I mean, just these gravels just look amazing, but just not producing gold. But again, I could be 1 foot from a big old giant nugget. So I'm not giving up yet. But you know, there's gold there. I just have to figure out where. But we do have another big boulder here. You can see how the high water is kind of rooting it out. Most of that dirt behind it is probably from the hillside under this tree and everything, coming down on it, but I don't think I'll be moving that one anytime soon. But I do think I'm going to do a pan. I do think I'm going to do a pan down in here. Howdy, hey. Oh, did you really go get it?
No, I had one of them. I didn't want to get a big car, so I had them get one of them.
You know what us gold rushers call this?
What?
Blue Mountain Hydration.
I mean, I believe it.
But,
have her bring it over, but
see, now that's a friend. And by the way, I am filming, and there's Princess Blackberry again. She knows how to treat her FedEx driver. And somebody's mad at me because I didn't bring her blow pops.
You don't carry those in your pocket? How not dare you?
You know what's funny is I usually do have them in my Bronco to refill my bag
Oh, that's
at work.
awesome.
But I didn't bring them because I knew you were coming. I was like, no way, she's not getting one. Anyway, it's a fun day. Gold Rush 21. Welcome back. I was just getting ready to, I don't care what anybody makes fun of me about, but, oh, you can't really see it that well, like from there, but every time I look up this bar, it reminds me of the Roger Patterson film with the Bigfoot and everything, and I keep waiting for Bigfoot to come walking across the creek bed there, because this is Bigfoot country. Yeah, you ain't going to get very many people up on those hills. Them are just cliffs. Although I really want to work my way up there. I wish I wasn't so handicapped. But, you know, down here, it didn't really pan out. And the rocks are smaller and stuff. And I kind of just thought these were just kind of falling off as the ledge went from the top. But I was just getting ready to pick up my pan. And looked up under here. No, those are river gravels. These are all river rock. And it doesn't look as thick clayey as this. So, but I'm not real thrilled about digging up in there when you got a 3 to 4 foot root system hanging over it. But I don't know. It in my mind, you know, I got gold up on the top there. Worked my way down, was trying to get that boulder out, but literally practically nothing underneath. So maybe the gold is stopping in this heavier clay gravels on the top. So that, looking at that clay layer, if I just drew a line, it seems to be like maybe up here. And I really want to test it, but I mean, this root system isn't as bad. I could probably, but man, without a pickaxe or anything, those rocks are packed in there hard, and it's not easy to move. So next time I'm going to have to get me, I mean, I got a pickaxe at home, but it's one of them monstrous ones that you think you should be a coal miner with or something. And it does work, but it's heavy as crud, and it's not necessarily a backpacking one. But I'll have to get me a better, I've been wanting to anyway, that I can actually be a little easier to carry. But today it was light and quick. So I'm going to go back to that boulder there where I showed you earlier, and I'm going to do a pan there. My friends just left. Howdy, hey, welcome back to Gold Rush 21. Yeah, it was getting a little warm, so I had to pan douse myself. Instant chill if you ever need to cool down. Dump a little bit of that water on you. You'll chill quick. But I did do a pan from under here, and again the gravels look good, but nothing. But and then I did a pan right behind that root system over there, and then another one over here, because I was kind of looking at this in this entire bar. If there's gold in here, it must be deep, but over there in that little trench might not, because what I'm figuring out, I believe this is the river probably came through here, and as it's eroding this, and it's I don't even really need to dig it. So I was looking for a place where as all these rocks are falling down, which I thought were top rocks, but actually are the old river gravels. I was trying to find a place where maybe it's slowing down, and I believe it's probably under them damn logs, and my boulder is over there. So if my guess is right, that's where I need to be looking, is back over there where the boulder is. But I don't know. Right now the gold I found is so small, so tiny. I mean, even if I ran a bucket of where I was, I'd be lucky to get, oh, I don't know, 10, 20 colors in the bucket, but they would be micro dots, fly poop. But it's a beautiful day. I'm actually, I got packed up, and if I would have brought my bigger shovel or my excavator, I maybe could have done a little bit more today, but I did about 10 pans throughout this bar, which is what I wanted to do, is just test it out. And right now it's not really showing like it's worth the extra effort, but it is a beautiful day. I ran into a couple of my friends, and I got off my ass and went out and did something that I enjoy. So for now, I think it's time to, I'm going to go check out one more creek and see if it's swarmed with people. And if it's not, I'll be back at it. But if it is, I think I'm just going to enjoy a casual scenic drive back and get a few things done and have me a blue hydration. Gold Rush 21.
Well, welcome back. Let me move this a little bit. Well, let me just say, this place is a madhouse now. You know, for something, maybe you would see 1 or 2 cars an hour. I think everybody from the city went upriver today. But I went to 2 different creeks, and I couldn't even find a place to park, and wouldn't have anyway, because that's not why I do this. So I'm just going to be grateful that I got a question answered. I went to that creek. I've been wanting to prospect a little bit more in depth. I pretty much believe that where I went the first time there and dug behind that boulder, my boulder dig, is where a lot of the gold is settling. That's eroding off the side as well as coming down the river. So when the summer moves on and the creek level goes down, we might have access to it, but that's a lot of digging. I'm gonna need my buddy Rich for that one. But other than that, it was a good day. I got a nice beautiful drive on the way home, and I don't have to work tomorrow. I got my spare ribs ready to do some barbecuing tomorrow. So hope you're all enjoying yourselves, and next week, we're finding that nug. Gold Rush 21.